So Michael Parnaby Gaming Night, or MPG as we say, where we do everything that Michael wants. Last week the heroes had returned to True Now through the feathered gate of Naroke and had discovered that winter was certainly coming quite quickly. Snow was appearing all around. They had discussed, you guys had discussed that the Frost Giant base was where the better giants were being sent to be trained. But you thought you needed to wait until the frost thawed a bit, and you went out on patrol one point when you'd heard some winter wolves and ice trolls were in the area, and you indeed met some winter wolves, ice trolls, and a frost giant. And the battle progressed more easily from the frosty friends to start with, as they weren't troubled by the environment. And then, lo and behold, Naroke's mother seemed to appear, picking snowberries, which caused a bit of confusion. But eventually the party prevailed, and the frost giant wanted to escape, but Von Aston used his Hold Monster spell to trap it just before it exceeded his range. And you dragged the bound frost giant back to True Now, where it could be interrogated by Chief Defender Halgra, and things seemed to return to normal for a little bit. Until, of course, one night, Naroke and his mother were returning home, and Naroke's mother told him that she'd made a deal that would keep True Now safe forever. But as they entered the house, amongst a number of people there was Bigglesworth sitting at the end of the table. Naroke quickly let off an arrow, which Bigglesworth seemed to deflect harmlessly into the wall, and then with a flick of his wrist, a quickened spell meant the bow was grabbed out of Naroke's hands into Bigglesworth's and put on the table. And he then said he would be honoured if Captain Duskblade would join him. And since then, Naroke has returned to you all, and no doubt can make up whatever he'd like to make up.
Hello, party. So, Bigglesworth and I have had a very frank and open discussion. He is still alive, but it seems that we have a bit of work to do. Bigglesworth has promised, I don't trust the little fucker, but to keep my mother safe and True Now safe if we, as a party, find the location of the Fire Giant's Hall. So, he's gone. He's disappeared already. And through the portal, he has taken my mother and his guards. So, I see this for myself as a bit of emotional blackmail. But read into it as you will. I will be making all haste for the Fire Giant's Hall when I know where the fuck that is. So, would you like to accompany me and help me on this journey?
Aye, of course.
You have my fingers.
Keep them in your pocket. Thank you.
You have my jokes.
In which I do laugh.
I refuse to take part in that. I will also accompany you.
You're just going to come along?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Hey, yeah, mate.
Awesome, bro, because I'm no good at carving my own name.
So just to note, at the moment, you know the location of the Frost Giants village, where they are sending giants to be the better giants to be trained. And obviously Bigglesworth has talked about a different location, being the Fire Giants Hall.
So what do people think about the bet being that we might find out more about the Fire Giants Hall if we go to the Frost Giants location training?
It's a good place to start. Let's go and kill them, get some information.
I'm all about the killing of these annoying big fuckers.
Can I knowledge whatever it'd be, one of the knowledges, to sort of get a vibe if the ice giants would know about the fire giants. Whether it's... what do you reckon? No, not planes.
What do giants fit under? I think they're knowledge nature.
Alrighty.
Being the naturally occurring things that you'd expect to see. But no, Von Aston, but you could make an intelligence check as well.
Oh, crap. I must have rolled that bad. Open? Closed.
Actually, let's test this out. It says to me, if I do that, there you go. So it does show you the number you rolled if you do a middle click.
Really?
Yeah, middle click means I can show you a hidden roll.
Oh. So you click on the roll from your end and middle click it.
Well, yeah, so once Von Aston rolled, if I then click on that and middle click it, and it comes up, you know, those messages at the start, it obviously then displayed.
Oh, that's dope.
Which is easier than some of my attempts before it, copying or lifting it up and putting it back.
Love it.
But perhaps not. But you think your jokester friend may know something.
Yeah, Narok is sort of just really wound up and pissed off at the moment, so he probably doesn't really trust his... Like, if he'll have a ponder, but obviously there'll be negs to it because he's pretty emotionally pissed off because he doesn't like blackmail and he doesn't trust the little old grey-haired feral.
Just for you. I think I'll make an exception.
War?
There we go. That might make... Hopefully that'll make some sense to Terity at least. That's your intelligence check, Terity, rather than any particular knowledge. I won't want to use the M word. I know how you find that offensive.
What is the M word?
It's called meta gaming, 80.
While this is happening,
can I just share this epiphany that I've had?
Is it messy?
It is. It's very messy. I surmise that hill giants gave birth to ogres and stone giants, and from stone giant wombs they gave birth to hill giants and frost giants alike from the stone atop a mountain top.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
You've got him, Terity.
That's it. I was a bit scared I was going to get my wires crossed then, but I think I nailed it.
Yeah.
I don't know what it means.
Just to jump in before we go on, everybody should be healed. So just chucking that out there.
Oh, that is true, yes.
Thank you.
Yes. In fact, I will neg those out, and I will also make certain we've done a overnight rest, which you would have had many. The only other thing, Terry, of interest to you and potentially Von Aston is Mickme, who you know came to True Now to be tested. And you would certainly know that that the town has numerous merchants coming through, and that they do expect that a well-renowned merchant who you're aware of before, Brett Stryker, a huge man mountain of a guy, is expected through, and he certainly travels to Riverbend and could take Greta and Mickme there to be tested at the university.
Yep. So I'd like to find my friends on McMe so I know where he is at all times before we do send him.
What are you putting on, Mick?
Find my friends.
Oh my.
Yep.
It's like an air tag.
Yep, an air tag.
An air tag, yeah.
Just inscribe a rune in the back of his head.
They need a phone though too, don't they? That's the only problem.
They need a what? A phone. Oh, that's true. Yes, yes. So Chief Defender Haugra, who obviously wants to help you guys out, says, "Leave the child with us. I will make certain that Mr. Stryker takes on this task." You obviously suspect, Terry, you have some sway about either saying no, they're to wait until you guys return, for instance. Sir Terry?
Sorry, extended family just walked in.
What
would you like me to do?
Oh, yeah.
Ow, ow. What was I doing?
As you would expect, Terry, you have some sway over Haugra and Greta and Mick, and you can either tell them, you could say yes, send them off with Brett Stryker as soon as he arrives, or wait until we return, or if we don't return within 6 months, send him off.
No, just send him off straight away. The sooner we get Mini Yoda tested, the better.
Excellent.
And I'll have my backup character, Mick, be all
That is
ready.
exactly what I was thinking, Michael, yes.
Yeah, cool.
And you also receive another visit. So the snows are here. Look, really not much is happening. You've obviously seen off one patrol, and it does seem as if you note for the next couple of months, even though you hear reports from other merchants that giants are in the area, winter wolves, ice trolls, they don't seem to come near True now. And merchants wonder at that, about what is keeping them away. And obviously, they've heard the legend of Narok, and so naturally they form the view that Narok is what is keeping them away, that no giant in their right mind would come anywhere near a city where Narok was defending it.
Far be it from us to correct them too.
Yeah, that's right.
And Girl Friday, who you may or may not remember had accompanied you with Bigglesworth before, appears and says to the lot of you that she apologises for what happened with Bigglesworth, but her true master was Professor Lorimer from the Riverbend University, and she was assigned to look after Bigglesworth. But obviously things haven't worked out as well. She said that Professor Lorimer unfortunately was killed in the town of Ravengrow when he was visiting his daughter and examining some strange going-ons there. But she did say, and she turns to you, Dahlgren, and says, "Dahlgren, we've previously met, and there is a weapon that was yours when you were a different Dahlgren, called the Arcane Hammer." And it was yours, but unfortunately my former master, who is now dead, was the only one who knew where it was. But I am attempting to find out where it may be, and it's possible that I may need yours help to locate that. But it is a device that might yet restore your former self, your memories, and it is a weapon designed for you.
Aye. Well, then I'd be much obliged if you could help. I'll assist in any way I can.
Yes, well, I will keep you appraised, or potentially other agents who may be able to. Unfortunately for all of us, Professor Lorimer was taken too soon, and his spirit has been further sundered from his body. And there are another group of adventurers, in fact, the former security guards from the university you may have seen, who are on this task, but they have not found his spirit yet. sadly. But I wish you well in your journeys. It seems you are doing well to protect not only this town but this whole area from the tyranny of the giants and what the storm tyrant Volstis might be planning.
Yes,
Mhm.
we are making some inroads. We've defeated many foes so far, but we're not going to stop yet. Not until they're all gone.
That is good to hear. That is the Dolgren of old that I would know, who was by Lorimir's side combating the evil. But I will hopefully catch you again with better news. And she heads off. And then another month later, the snow is certainly thawing, and it would seem that it is a good time to depart, which is effectively retracing your steps to near Minderhall, and then I think another 150 miles further southwest to the village, the frost giant village of Skiergard. So unless there's anything anyone wants to do, I will presume you head out. But if there's something in particular you want to ask about. Not that there has to be.
No, Barrett and Dolgren are good.
Excellent. All right. Well, it is still quite cold. I think you... I mean, I don't think there's much point. The general low-level stuff is certainly not going to be of much drama to you. And you certainly find that the snow's thawing reasonably quickly. You're getting fairly close to the village of Shinneman's Fortune, where you again save that. You know you'd be viewed quite highly, but there is snow, and all of you can make perception checks, please. Wow. Well, I think unusually, maybe not unusually, Dex and Terity, you think you're walking in between a sort of forested area, and you think you see, and it's fairly white, so it's difficult, but you see something maybe 200, 250 feet ahead, like there's movement, and they look like humanoid figures trying to stay hidden in the snow. But obviously, both of you guys, Dex and Terry, that is, have exceedingly good perception rolls. What would you like to do?
Hey, guys, there's some hidden guys over there.
What? Where?
Over there.
What do they look like?
People trying to be hidden, so I can't really tell.
All right. Are they looking at us? Can you tell?
I assume so.
Yeah, that's probably fair enough.
Are they close enough to tell?
They're 200 and maybe 50 feet away.
Yeah, I can see the whites of their eyes.
All right. Well, if they've already seen us, there's no point on scattering, I guess. If people want to move sort of to the actually, Andrew, are there like trees and things around? Like, are there trees quite often where we are? Aha.
So you
Right.
would think, what's that? Somewhere up here.
Put your dick away, Von Aston.
Lots.
Says the guy who goes around calling himself Duskwood and Duskblade.
Well, you know,
Mantles which have been thrust upon him.
Yeah.
that's what she said. Oh, no. That's unconsent.
I mean, we could talk to them. We could talk to them, and with our excellent ability to make friends, I don't know. What do you reckon, Terity?
Push Terity forwards.
Can you shame them for hiding and then make them come out and offer us food and lodging for the night?
Yep. And I pull out my pot and a wooden spoon and I bash it once while taking a step forward. Shame! Shame! Shame!
You take a 5-foot step every time you do that, because that would be cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 Cool. So Narek takes a 5-foot step back every time you do that.
So I'd probably get to around there, Andrew. And I'll be like, hello, fellows. You seem to be hiding from us, but it's okay. We are friendly. We mean you not any harm.
We mean you not any harm.
Yeah.
We don't not mean you harm.
You got there?
And always not possible.
You hear a voice call out in sort of difficult. I mean, certainly not someone who's fluent in common. And they say, "This is our neck of the woods. Leave all your money. We won't kill you."
Yep. No, that's very true. You won't. It will probably be sometime in the far future when I'm lying in my bed. I'll just drift off to sleep and not wake up with a fine giantess woman by my side. But we're not dropping our money in the snow. If you'd like, we'll let you live if you let us through unimpeded. Or we can get down and dirty, halve them, possibly wipe you all out, and you won't be able to do whatever you're supposedly doing now.
And get both Barrett and Dahlgren are getting the weapons out. Ching, ching. Standing there impatiently.
You're looking pretty big down there talking, aren't you? Come up here and tell us what you think, you little half-wit.
Now, result in killing, and I will, I mean, in words like that, and I will unleash the dwarves. Now, you may have 2 rounds, possibly 2.5 rounds to do as you will, but after that, you'll lose your limbs. And these dwarves do not stop until you stop breathing. This is the last kind word I will say to you before hell breaks loose.
See, we have you surrounded. We outnumber you.
Alright, let's fuck them up.
Hey, just let's not listen to whatever's said here tonight, mate. You just all right?
All right, let's do it. Screw 'em.
I'll cast haste on us all.
Good on you, Terry.
Yeah.
Well, I think we should roll initiative first, given
I had
you're
surprise.
out there.
I had surprise.
Yeah.
Let's do the initiative and see
Oh my
what
god.
happens.
Do you even know how surprise works?
They're ready for you.
They're not ready
Little
for my
googles.
spell.
Oh, wicked. Narook's not going first. Awesome.
I rolled mine in the tower, you dumb bastard.
Let me see.
It's all right. Andrew knows how to quickly show a hidden roll now. So
That's true.
I can.
But I can see what I rolled on the combat tracker. because it's initiative. Now, this is what I'd like to put forth to everyone. This is what we call a Kimian encounter. So the DM preps it and doesn't want to waste it, so he forces you to use the encounter.
Well, no, I thought it was pretty funny anyway. This.
What was the name of the encounter? Sorry,
A Kimi encounter.
a Kimi encounter.
Oh.
I mean, you did just threaten to kill them.
That's right. It's called AA something attack. But
they just tried to threaten us, and it just went.
No, they didn't. They didn't threaten you, Dahlgren.
That's true. But meh.
They threatened the half-wit.
That's right. They may let you guys walk through, except for the half-wit, obviously.
That's
Maybe. But that's not going to happen either. So let's go.
All right. Well, it is the half-wits go. Come on, Terry. Let's show them what you've got. You're out there all alone. You could just take them all on.
I can't, Andrew. You've got to. Are you in character or not? Like, you can't be the DM and throw insults in about my character.
Auntie? Come on, you little half-wit. Come on.
That's better.
Take us on. We're here. Come on, all on your own. Charge up. Show us what a big half-wit you are.
I missed first Anderson. Where are you?
Oh, sorry. I'm under the dragon.
Calling from your human protector.
He's in the dragon.
So you might have to remember the dragon is hasted because I don't have a character on the combat tracker for your dragon.
No, directing the dragon to go forward. I can't remember how far he can fly now.
It's just a move. Oh, yes, a move.
Yeah, so...
he's hasted, so he could do a double move. But presumably he's actually...
Squares. So, yeah, we'll go. Him to there is his double move, and I'll look up his fly speed once I know.
And what have you directed him to do? You've just said fly to there.
Fly forward. And I'm going to move forward 30 to there. I am going to... not cast anything yet because I can't see anyone.
And there's more of these high-pitched voices. Oh, the half-wit's protectors come up. Following the half-wit. Dex, it's your go. You can make a knowledge. Do you have knowledge arcana? Let's make a knowledge local roll at +6.
The goblins, gnomes. You're fighting gnomes.
I think unfortunately yeah, that's right. You don't quite get what it is. Oh, it must be too much snow around. The voices aren't travelling quite well. You haven't quite worked out who it is.
Cool. I'll look around in disappointment and shake my head at everyone who's already got their weapons out. Then move into the trees and draw my own sword. Saddened by the violence that's happened or about to happen.
Shove it.
Narok.
Narok really can't see diddly squat from where he is, so he's going to start 5, 15, 20, 25, 30 to there. He's got an arrow notched, but it's aiming at the ground. He's just trying to have a look around to see what's what. Can't really see any threats at the moment, so he'll just sort of look at Dahlgren and shrug.
Dahlgren.
Dahlgren is... And he's going to defend himself. So go on full defense. Can't fight at the moment, but when I do, I'll chuck it on. And Barent is going to go there near the trees and behind Von Asten to keep him safe, if that's the case, if he needs it.
All right.
As
Yes. And go. All right. Let us assume that once you're in the trees, other than just where Dex has now got, that it is in fact difficult terrain. But
Right.
while you're in the middle, that the snow is thawed enough that it's not. But in the trees, difficult terrain.
Yeah, so, yep. No, he's just outside of him, just on the edge of the edge of the trees. Yeah.
So this guy pops up. It is a kobold. And he says, "We warned you. Where's the halfwit? Hiding, I suspect." And it is going to fling a stone at the zombie. Does 16 hit, Mr. Derek?
I'll unmute. No.
No. Okay.
17 would have.
This one appears and starts blowing a horn. Ooh. Another one here appears. And it also sends a sling that way and gets 22, which would be a hit. And it does 2 points of damage.
79.
Ah, bugger.
Ooh,
Ignore that.
nice. Let loose. Charging out of here at kobold pace is one who's going to exact vengeance on the halfwit. 18, that'd be a hit, Terry, wouldn't it? You're going to use your windy escape. He's gone. I'd take that as a hit.
He's scared.
There's no doubt about it. He is scared. He will be running. Where the hell are these other bastards? Have I not put that one on? Well, let's just put.
No, I think it's a bit higher than that somehow.
Yeah, it did tell me miss, unfortunately.
The system
why not?
works.
The system works. You certainly feel there's a few others moving around. Dex, you think there's at least one moving around in front of you, and you now think, I think they're freaking kobolds.
Gnomes are
Yeah.
enemies.
And I can quick cruise. And we're back at Terity himself.
Well, I'm going to attack the one in front of me, but I'm going to take a -4 penalty
Mm.
and use the flat of my blade.
Wow, a subdual.
Oh.
Is that what you're doing, subdual?
Yep.
Yeah. Wow. Well, that's one hit, one miss. I think you've killed it, Michael. I think if you do, does it automatically subdue, or if you do so much damage that
If
it
you
kills it,
Take
it's dead?
take him to 0, then he's knocked out. He's unconscious. It doesn't kill him
All right.
because it's subdual damage.
Well, he probably gets out of it and then gone. Okay.
Then I say, I put the word out and say, please, we don't need to have any more bloodshed. Your meager insults do not anger us. That's it.
Von Aston. Who might be on mute.
Yeah. Von Aston will step forward a little bit and then direct the dragon forward to intimidatingly roar over here. And Von Aston isn't terribly afraid of anything right now.
Well, he certainly looks scared.
I might. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to hit him with because I got my wand out, so I am launching the wand of acid arrow at him.
Hit.
And
wow. Well, despite being scared, he laughs. That's the weakest magic user I've ever seen.
And Kobold 2, whenever it's his turn, he'll take another 2d4 damage.
Not so much.
Thanks to the acid arrow.
Not bloodshed.
Yeah.
That's right, technically. Goldman's not going to shed their blood either. Technically.
That is certainly very, very true. So then you can all, not the zombie, your zombie, but in fact, yes, you can all make perception rolls, but Dex is at -4. Not that that'll probably have any impact on him at all.
Are you trying to jinx me?
Yep. Well, I think you probably are all aware of it, Dex. You hear the beating of wings, and you sort of look at your dragon and think, well, I presume it's flowing up there, but it's not coming from that direction. And you see effectively flying down from behind you, down this corridor you're in, is a white dragon that opens its mouth and breathes on all of you. If you could all make reflex saves, please.
Am I protected by the trees?
Except for you, Dex. Sorry, you don't need to.
Yeah.
All right, so Narok, you were the only one who passed.
Excellent. Well, not excellent. I wish other people passed as well, but, yay me.
Though, really with the amount of ones. It is 30 points of cold damage, except Naroku takes 15, and obviously if you have any other mechanisms of stopping cold damage, you can all add that on.
What does evasion do if you make successful reflex?
If you're successful with evasion, yes, I think you'll take none.
No
as
damage.
The thing sweeps over
Bolting.
here. And you hear a lot of cheering. Yeah, we got a dragon too.
He'll be mine soon.
Wow.
A classic.
Kill those little shits. Let's go.
I'll just keep sneaking through the woods.
So Dex, when you get, if I can move you back here, make a perception check, please. Yeah. You note that there are 2 kobolds very close to you, which hopefully I've highlighted there.
So when I snuck in here before, does it look like they've seen me, or?
Yes, you think they know where you are, but they obviously haven't been good enough at hiding for you.
Well, fair enough then. I'll do a little dance in front of them. I'm not attacking them. I'm still holding my sword, but I'm just clowning around.
Okay.
So I can see 1 kobold.
Let's make a perception check for you,
Alrighty.
Yep, you've made a... You note that there are 3 others in here,
Ooh.
at least.
I best shoots them then. So... now this is one question. Can you split attacks across different... No, you can't. Don't worry. Ignore me, because that was going to be...
Well, you can shoot 1 arrow at one target and another arrow at another target.
Well, I'll do this first.
But obviously then you have to roll them as separate rolls.
Yep. So, first roll, I would assume that is a hit.
37, yeah. Which one was that? Kobold 4.
4.
So it is down.
Take a shot at that one. Oh, no. Silly boy.
Yeah, I mean, it starts saying, "Hey, useless halfie, can't even..."
And were we hasted as well?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'll
But
another.
But that should be 3 hits now anyway, with haste.
I've got 3 attacks.
Okay, yep. So let me remove... Hang on, no, sorry, that one. No, so Kobold 6 isn't gone yet, so he's still saying, "You can't even put me down."
24 is a miss. With cover.
24 is a hit.
Well, it's... Oh.
But you have now pinned him back against the tree, I suspect.
Preferably.
Dahlgren.
Great.
So it'll be double move inside the full forest.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, question though. With regards, I'm technically 10 feet away, but we've now got a tree there. So I'm just assuming I couldn't necessarily go and attack Kobold 5, given the environmental situation.
Well, I think that would be a level of cover that should apply. And it's probably more than +2. So let's assume you get -4 to hit with a ranged weapon that is swinging as opposed to a straight through spear gun type of thing.
Yeah, all right.
So hang on, just to confirm, how big of the grid is each grid meant to be? Because at the moment, it's like huge.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, this is obviously this map requires a proper grid overlay, which it doesn't have. So if we can assume that each square is just 10 and the kobolds are small in there, hopefully that'll work out.
Okay.
What the fuck? Are you fucking kidding me? Why is it doing that? No, Barrett isn't targeting him. Fuck's sake. Alright, so, something stupid is happening. Alright, so -4.
Yep, thanks.
World. It's hammer time.
Hammer time.
Oh!
Oh.
Look at that. Very interesting. Alright. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22 I'll look at that minimum damage
Swings and roundabouts.
stuff. I don't think it mattered though, did it?
Not really. I've just got to make certain I don't wipe off. Which one was it? It was 5, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's gone.
All right. So, Baron.
Number 3 is on the ground. He is stunned or whatever.
All right, so Barrett, 1, 2, 3. Oh, we can move all that way because he's got 30 movement, not
Oh, he's
20.
pasted. Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
he's going to attack Kobold 9. And he's going to hit them with... he won't put it on fire. That's probably a bit much. Hit him with Agrimash. I'd imagine that's a hit.
That is a hit.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Well, I don't think that really matters. 9 is gone.
Okay.
Wow.
Right.
We're putting him to sleep permanently, Terity.
Kobold 1. Well, he yells out, "No fair, no fair."
You shouldn't have set your dragon on us, you idiot.
And he moves over to here and has another slingshot at yours. 22 would be a hit. So he does an incredible 1 point of damage. 10 moves up here.
Oh,
This guy seems a bit emboldened and comes right up to spear the dragon. And indeed, a 20, I think, is a hit. And he does 1 point of damage on the dragon, so they're really carving
But the dragon's in the air.
Oh, is it in the... Oh, so it's actually in the air beyond spear range.
Yep.
No, we'll
About
take that 1
30
point
over.
off then. Take that 1 point off. Let's assume that was a slingshot for 1 point and he can stay back here.
Okay.
I mean, I guess he could have thrown his spear. Number 3 can't do anything.
Oh no, that's not slashing. Don't worry.
This kobold comes moving quite up to you, Von Aston, intent on causing you serious harm. But 10. So I think that means he can reach you. Not that one, this one. Targets Von Aston, spear. That is no way going to be a hit. Number 8 steps in to attack Barrett. What says that far? And he attempts to spear Barrett, noting that Dex seems to pose no great threat at the moment. Miss. And we're back to Terity. Oops, sorry, Von Aston.
Oh, there he is. I was like...
Sorry,
oh,
apologies. Yep.
So to get to there, is that 10 feet?
Yeah, I think you're going to have to... Let's...
Yeah.
No, that's only 5 feet. Sorry, Michael, I have been confusing you with the map. 5 feet.
Okay. Then same again. Flick my blade to the side. Take a baseball type swing.
Yep.
As I say, please forgive me. Oh, looks like someone did. I missed.
Missed and an automatic miss.
Yeah.
Terity. That wouldn't happen in a month of Sundays.
No, that's all good. That's part of it.
Von Aston.
It's because I'm trying to be very careful about not killing them.
Or Von Aston.
So the dragon will go down and have a swing at Kobold 2.
Mm-hmm.
On to Cobalt 2.
Well, 27's a hit.
And 14 damage.
Yeah. I'm gonna say
Nom,
that.
nom, nom.
14. Oh, so that doesn't directly apply, does it? No, so I'll do that.
No.
Cobalt 2 gone.
Von Aston takes a 5-foot step back. Doesn't like that. And casts Magic Missile at the poor bastard.
Yeah, well, that's going to see it done. You're spoiling Territy's fun.
And that's turn.
Well, taking away all its allies.
That's how we do it.
Well, it swoops round. And let's assume it is going to swoop by the small rat-like creature in front there, being Terity. And have an attack. Now, Terity, your thing will still only take some of the damage away.
That's right. Yeah, it's only DR10.
DR10. So I should put -10 in now. Is that correct? Or will the DR automatically apply? No, it won't.
Will not.
So I'll do that. I'll do the damage. Look at that. Only 7 points of damage. That is horrible. Now, I'm going to assume that you guys will all get attacks of opportunity except Narok. So Von Aston, Dahlgren, and Terity as it swings out here. Flies out there.
I won't.
Do you not have a melee weapon out?
No, I've got a wand out.
Oh, of course. Yep.
You could spank it on the way past.
Yeah.
Poke it in the eye.
All right. All right, Dragon White. Let's give it a shot. Oh, that was nearly a 20 there, Terity.
Yeah.
Oh!
Ooh.
Please.
Crit not confirmed.
Oh, probably getting close though.
31 damage.
Take that, you bastard.
Okay, well, that's its go. Dex.
Well, it got all serious with the dragon, so I guess I should just try and kill this kobold. I'll have an attack at him. Oh, maybe I don't want to.
Well, you still got one hit, one miss.
Maybe just subconsciously. Oh, no, that's a sneak attack. Sorry.
Oh,
That's not a sneak attack, though. It shouldn't be.
No, because yes.
Here, this is what I should have done. That. 7.
I think you're still going to be taking care of it, though. Number 8. All right. It dies.
I'll gently close his eyes. Poor fella.
Is that it for you, Dex?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Narok.
Is that still alive?
That one there is lying on the ground, sleeping.
Already whacked across the head.
Is that still where it is, I think?
Yes. But sorry, but up in the sky now. You'd say it's like 20 feet off the ground.
Oh, okay, so I can shoot at it, though.
Yep.
Excellent. All right, well, he's going to take 3 shots and hopefully hit because he's going to use some flame arrows. So all 3 shots at that cheeky little bugger.
That is a miss, hit, miss.
Alright, that one hit, and then the flames there. Oh, wow, awesome.
That is.
Yep, that's pissed. Yep, well, he's going to walk away 5 feet because he's had enough. Actually, you can't do that because I just took 3 takes. But
Dahlgren.
It's going to look like he wants to walk away.
Alright, so Dahlgren is going to not stay out in the open. He's going to move 1, 2 into the trees there. Basically, get out from the clearing and into the trees.
Yep.
And Barrett is going to do a little bit of the opposite, still stay in the trees but closer to the clearing.
Mm-hmm.
When the dragon comes back, he wants some action.
Well, Kobold 1, he seems pretty scared, so he flees off further up here. This Kobold flees off up here. And it is Charity's go. He may be on mute.
Yes, apparently. Hello?
Yes, mute. Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You,
Can't
can you
tell
hear it?
whether I was on mute or not.
Sorry.
So, I will. I'll start up a bardic performance. And then second move into the
I've lost eye yet in the trees. Yep, makes sense.
Still see the white dragon, can't I?
Yes, I would think from where you are, absolutely.
How high in the air is it?
20 feet.
Let's give it a shot. Oh, I didn't mean to try and hold myself.
You have held yourself, apparently.
Have I held the monster?
Well, there are a few things. First is you would actually need to make a spell resistance roll.
Percentage, right?
No. Die 20 plus your caster level, plus any feats you may have that would support you in that regard.
Nope. Ah, bollocks.
And you would find your magic is not strong enough to affect it.
Ping! It bounced off it. That would have been cool to hit the ground. Well, I think I'm just going to find an engagement elsewhere. And with my last one, I am going to attempt to put stealth in there.
There's no way you're- There's no way you're
Dragon.
wealthy, Von Aston.
My dragon will come back to there.
Well, this dragon, if you could, well, you might even be able to hear dragon. It's something about fucking kobolds, and it flies off the map.
Good, sensible.
And you feel that the immediate threat is gone.
Oh, bugger.
Gather round.
Except for, of course, there is a subdued or sleeping kobold.
Go stand on it. Okay.
Don't stand on it. Let's find out where this white dragon bloody sleeps.
Mess it up.
Yeah. That bitch don't come in here, breathe on us, and then fuck off.
Wait, what white dragon?
What?
Alright, lots of channel coming our way.
Nice.
Not so much lots, but he did the job.
32. Completely healed me.
Did you?
And that's nearly all that.
Didn't quite.
Yes, last one's for me. Alright.
All right, well, that's completely healed the kobold. Awesome.
Cool. Let's kill him.
Yeah, that'll do.
He can run away and tell his friends, not if he has any left, not to fuck with us.
No, we want to find out where the dragon lives.
And go and, yeah.
Pin
You're
him.
right, it's got it up.
Tie him down.
Oh, dear.
Yep. That way we can torture him without too much wriggling.
Okay, yep.
Wait, we're not torturing him. What are you talking about?
Shut up! You didn't even know there was a white dragon.
What white dragon?
Exactly. This is for the betterment of mankind and those associated with them.
Yeah, they're evil.
Well, look, if we kill him, I can bring him back. It's all good.
We can do that after. Just don't tell him we're going to do that.
He will walk out of here.
Exactly.
Listen, if it's too small to have Narok's name carved into its butt, we're not killing it.
We're going after the white dragon. Or a white dragon, if you're Dex. Anyway, so... do I even speak? Well, they speak rough common, that'll do.
That's true, yep.
I speak goblin, if that helps.
I think, in fact, Dex, you of all people would know they speak Draconic.
Ooh, I can
They-
speak Draconic too.
They speak Draconic. I don't know that language though, because why would I learn how to talk to dragons?
Yeah.
Rah, rah, rah. I speak. Listen to me roar. Rah.
So I look at him dead in the face and say, if you want to live, you'll tell us where the dragon slumbers.
He seems utterly terrified. Now, up the big peak right at the top of the mountain.
Sense motive?
Yeah, sure, roll away.
I mean, that's the most obvious place, isn't it? That's...
You think he seems utterly terrified, no reason to lie, and you've got Dex standing right beside saying, yes, that's the most obvious place.
Yep. Is there only one white dragon up there, or is there more of your kind?
That seems to confuse him somewhat.
How many kobolds are there?
He starts counting on his fingers and then just says, many of us, hundreds, many.
This is where we
I
get
only
our
have-
next level, guys.
What, from killing a kobold?
Killing hundreds
Slowly.
of kobolds.
Hundreds of
Yeah.
Everyone grab a stick and start swinging.
Are we raising an army before we get up there, are we? So it's...
I'll just use my Call Lightning Storm scroll and just
Oh.
kill them all.
Yeah, and then raise them all, and then we attack the white dragon with all the 100 kobold skeletons.
Throw them at it.
They will swarm him.
Alright, well, I think that's all I'm going to get out of this guy, so I just say, Baron, Dahlgren.
No, don't kill him. He's a prisoner. What are you doing? Don't just kill
Just
him.
let him go. Even I'm just for letting him go. It's pathetic. There's no need to kill him.
That's right. You promised to let me go.
I didn't say not to let him go. I just left it to them to choose.
Yeah.
Said we'd let you walk out of here.
It's pathetic. They're not going to attack us again. And if they
No, you can trust me. I'll tell them all.
Tell them we're coming.
Yeah, tell them the rogues are coming.
And else coming with him here.
The giant killer.
He's branching out.
He's
A dragon's kind of a giant.
Yes, Narok isn't racist. He'll kill anybody. Ish.
Kobold, meet Narok.
Now, are you letting him run off and spread fear and panic amongst kobold kind?
Yep.
Yes.
yeah.
Sounds fun.
Okay.
Ask him his name first. Give us the name.
His name is Barf.
Okay, Barf. Off you go.
Son of Vomit.
That's dope.
Go back to your friends and make a splash.
Yeah.
Kobold
And he
laugh.
runs off. Sure, and after a short time you make Shinneman's fortune, and they are overjoyed to see you again, having survived the harsh winter. And obviously they hail you and let you again stay for free. There's lots of singing. Charity, they inquire about Mikmi and Greta and say, we hope they're both safe.
As
Mayor
safe as can be.
Shinneman. Yes?
They're as safe as can be. They'll be heading
Well,
off
in these
to
troubled times, that's not very safe.
No. But Mikmi is awfully powerful.
He was just a little baby.
He's grown a lot since the weeks we were here.
Grown a lot. Wow. We note the giant killer is here himself. Who is guarding Mikmi then?
A very powerful man with words. Called Bartholomew.
Not Brett Stryker, the legendary
Striker.
merchant.
That's the one.
Wow. He was always a strong advocate of teamwork. If he's around, he'll bind people together. I can see it now, a mighty shield wall as everyone uses their teamwork feat together. What a sight.
I cast Discern Lie.
I don't. He's not lying. This is this is
absolutely
gaming law
bullshit
authority.
lying.
Well established. Well established. Well, Mayor Shinneman is certainly very hospitable and very happy to hear that Greta and Mikmi are okay. You would next progress presumably to Minder Hall itself, where you find that the giants are keeping a wide berth. They seem to have been scared off. You find that Fern, the slag giant, is the only one left in the cathedral and has said that the legend of Narok Giant Killer and the disgrace of seeing the Inquisitor Eurotrash fall has kept all of the other giants away.
Well done, team.
But she is happy, and the forge stands at your disposal, certainly for the wielder of Agramosh.
Come on, dwarves, forge some stuff.
Tink away.
Well, the biggest thing is it can really resize weapons. So if there was a giant-sized weapon that you couldn't use, or armor, even, it could resize that into something.
Oh, so you guys don't know how to make anything.
Well,
So-
Fern doesn't have the hammer. Fern could, over time, help make something, but it would most likely be giant-sized, and then someone with Agramosh could turn it into a humanoid-sized.
So
Oh,
is
yeah,
there
do
any
that.
chance we rummage and find some really, really, really good armor for like giants and then smush it down to fit smaller people's like Dahlgren and Barrington, Terity and Dex and stuff.
Well, I think you wouldn't find anything magical that you haven't already found.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. But that doesn't mean you won't in your travels where you're going.
Oh, right.
But not at the moment.
Can I ask a quick metagaming question? Can, with the shopping that was done before, can Narok find an amulet of natural armor +2 by any chance?
Well,
God type person.
It depends on how many items you got before. I think, Narok, if that is, say, your 4th item, then I think we can safely say the town just didn't have enough. But if it was like your only item...
No, I got a magical quiver and that was pretty much it, apart from the javelins of lightning.
Which you didn't get because you already had as part of the treasure.
Oh no, that one was used. I bought more. Or I wanted to buy more.
Well, let us assume at this point no, but that certainly might be something to remember when you come back, assuming you're going back to True Now.
Cool.
Because Narok, you know Bigglesworth wouldn't lie to you, would he?
Yeah, he would.
That's like calling Michael a liar straight off.
Well, don't do it to his face.
Yeah. Well, after travelling for some distance, let us assume that you gaze upon the wonder of Skiergard, which I will share a rough map with you at the moment. That is there. So this is obviously over some considerable distance. The buildings are for, obviously, giants. Even from a distance, you can notice that these buildings here, there's 2 lots of them, are where literally hundreds of giants, particularly frost giants, are housed. And it would be fair to say that with that number, you would consider them insurmountable odds. Even if every one of Von Aston's spells came off, it would probably still be too much.
Or I can cast invisibility, run in, cast Phantasmal Healer one day, and then cast invisibility again and run out. It would do that 400 times.
Nice.
These things are watchtowers that are, again, built for giants, so they're obviously large. I think some of the other stuff might require a closer look, but obviously getting within range during daylight near the watchtowers is going to likely mean you would alert them, unless you were using some other means, as Von Aston has just alluded to, and who knows at night time. I'll assume that you've sort of got there during the day and you've gazed from a point over this settlement, realising that from your map, this is obviously the village of Skiergard.
About how far
yes,
would that be, to give us some idea of scale?
It's a bloody good point. And not one that I'm immediately going to tell from that map, but a trick that Michael had told me during the previous week means that... Why if I can rotate it like that? You would suggest that's probably, even though one's slightly higher than the other, but if it was as the crow flies, probably 200, maybe 300 feet.
Yeah, if you zoom in, the squares are there. What do you?
Well, you're right. Oh. But it depends how big, though. Assuming they might well be.
So the giant tents are like 10 to 20 feet long.
So the grid overlays 5 feet per square by the look of it.
Whether that grid overlay, because I'm looking at the GM's map, and I'm looking, and that does have a gauge on it, but conveniently doesn't have a grid overlay. And I would suggest that is at least 200, 250 feet between those two watchtowers, being this one and this one. So you would know this is the village where the better giants are sent to be trained, and it is part of Volstis's plan to dominate everything by building up a super giant army. But it would look like this village itself, I mean, there's hundreds of giants, which would seem to be, if they're alerted, a lot to fight through. But that doesn't mean that there's not other mechanisms for ruining the plans of Volstis.
Narok asks the party, do we need to do this by stealth, or should we try some terror tactics?
Awesome.
I mean...
Yeah, sorry, Matt, go.
If we can poison their water supply, then...
Yep, burn their food stores.
Yeah.
I was thinking Von Asken could go invisible, go into the city and write Narok Duskwood is coming in pee or blood and run away. Start haunting them and freaking them out. Or not.
I can do that type of thing, but I can also fly in, cast invisible, cast fly in, do that, light one of the watch towers on fire, and then invisible and keep flying the fuck out of there again.
Or fly to like the center watchtower, do your magic to kill one of them, and then use that one's blood next to it to write Narok was here. And then they'll be freaked out that we got right in the middle and all that shit.
That's some psyops. Nice.
I'm all for this.
Absolutely, all sound like reasonable plans. No, I mean that genuine. I mean that they're alternate options to destabilise any political structure is sow fear, sow dissent, destroy the means of protecting the village, etc.
Is there an area that looks less giant traffic that we can see?
I think without doing further exploration, you would think that whole, it's not quite a valley, but plateau or area there's regular giants often walking. There are other creatures there. There's clearly wolves that walk around, but you sort of haven't, in the immediate hour or so, discerned any particular pattern about anything, other than obviously there are bigger buildings, smaller ones, there's caves, but nothing has come to light. But the only thing that's really obvious is the watchtowers and the sort of camps for the majority of the giants.
Because if we wanted to, we could find a quiet corner, all go invisible, sneak in there. I can cast Mage's Private Sanctum, and we literally camp in there and do terror tactics from inside.
Yeah. We all got our black robes and our skull masks that we can wear when we sweep out of there with the mist.
Well, it only needs like a 30-foot cube area for us to hide in, for them not to literally walk into, and we're good. And given that from Watchtower 1 to 2 is like 200 feet, we should be able to find a pocket, whether it's like right in there or something, to do it.
Because that's the one that just obscures it with like a fog that they can't see in and no noise can come out, yeah.
Basically, think of it as perfect invisibility. It ensures privacy. Anyone looking into the area sees a dark, foggy mass.
Yes, if something
so
moved
we'll
into it, they would be in the sanctum.
Yeah. Yeah, it
So
does block sound.
Your inner sanctum looks like a dark, foggy mass. Gross.
Oh, it's top of a mountain. It's going to be fog everywhere.
Well, let's just. I mean, if you can turn people invisible, let's just scout it out first. Let's see what we're dealing with.
So you can tell me if you want to do it during daylight, if you want to go at night time, who's going, which area you want to start from. I'll assume you're at least a good hour out, you know, and you've had an overlook of this.
I mean, we had someone who couldn't see in the dark, didn't we?
I've got myself dark vision now as a spell.
I think
So everyone
Charity
can
might
see.
not have been able to see.
What you yelling at me for?
It's because you can't see in the dark.
I cannot. I refuse to take items that help campaigns, particularly rings of sustenance. And I did want to buy a pair of goggles of dark vision, but Andrew made me roll like for every item, and I failed. But I don't have to go in there.
I can give you dark. I can cast dark vision on you. It'll last 10 hours.
But do you want me in there, really?
Well, perfect. Yeah.
I just need an overnight to rejig. Hang on. No, I can't. Because dark... Oh, hang on. No, I can. Dark vision's level 3. Darkness is level 2. So, yeah. I can do 6 invisibilities for level 2s. I can then drop the Phantom Steed and get a couple of casts of dark vision. We can go and have everyone seeing in it, and then I can have an oh shit, I can fly out and get away and be safe, and everyone else dies scenario as well.
Have we worked out what we're going to do when we infiltrate?
Well, we're going to have a look around, aren't we? Just to try and get the lay of the land.
So that's what I've got on a map.
A look round, a Narok is coming in. Kill a dude. Narok is coming in blood. Start some.
You're going to write Narok is coming in blood. What? Gross.
Narok's really, really into it.
He hates those giants, but it's kind of aroused when he kills them.
You need to be able to see it in the snow.
Yeah, I can. If we do that, I can also then summon or animate a dead giant and send the dead giant back at them as well.
Okay, so from what Narok's hearing, he's just going to, we're going to sit back, you're going to go in and do all this crazy shit while we watch.
That's what I hear.
Yeah, that sounds...
Except I'll be able to see it because I have dark vision.
Yeah, so what from my inventory would you like to borrow? Would you like a potion of Pass Without Trace?
Yes, please. That would be extraordinarily useful.
Okay, so I'll put it in. Just grab one from the items thing, and I'll just delete the one out of my thing.
What about anything with a fire? Does anyone have fire things?
Baron only has them inherently.
Oh wow! Would you like protection from cold potion? I've got one. Didn't know it was there.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Are you right to grab that out of the inventory, or do you want me to drop that in the group sheet? I'll drop it in the party sheet for you.
Okay.
Now I'll say that again. I'll drop it in the party sheet for you. There we go.
Failing that, what else? Envisage this being an army encampment. There's troops. What else would we do to upset the army without fighting it?
Yeah, we can. I don't have anything to poison the food or a water well or anything like that. Unless I dump the dragon into it and let it rot.
Just submerge yourself in here and
Well,
lie.
we can just do that with some giants when we kill them, though.
Yeah, because that kind of does look like a water
So
supply.
You
up
expect
there.
to be able to kill a couple of giants in there without alerting?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
always, no.
We could even wait till some of them go out on patrol. We don't have to jump in there.
Yeah, that's fair. So, but I wouldn't imagine that killing inside the compound would be smart unless we've got silence or something on.
Silence is a spell I know.
Yep.
Pretty sure. Because it's one of the necromancer ones.
Well, we could grab a patrol and maybe take one or two alive, and then bring them up here to have a look and ask them what each building is.
Oh, use the other ones to sleep in and keep us warm.
So just in terms of mechanics, there are two different things that can occur to, in essence, destabilize things. There are outrage points, which are things that represent whether the giants think they are under direct assault, and that is often aggressive, blunt force strategies. And then there is sabotage points, which might make them dismayed or disheartened that the conditions of the camp have degraded or that leadership is failing or those sorts of things. And either one of those points helps push this village on the plateau towards being disbanded or disaster.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I reckon we have to get more info somehow.
yeah. Maybe find out where the leader is in the camp.
Challenge.
How about I do a scouting run, because I can cast flying invisibility on myself and hang around there for 10 minutes to sort of go and have a look and then come out, and hopefully we can form more info. Because we're probably going to have to sit here and watch it for a little bit as well.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Because we don't know what the various buildings do, for instance. And if we were going to go the sabotage route, we'd want to know what they can do, and then can we light, if these are cloth tents, can we light them on fire, for instance? How's that sound?
Yeah.
Alright, I guess we get close.
Yeah.
Why? Just reading the fly spell again. Alrighty. I'm going to get as close as practicable. Are they running patrols out or anything like that we need to dodge?
You can. Anyone who's with you, Von Aston, and including yourself, can make perception checks.
Anyone want to come with me?
Oh, no, shit, no. Not at the moment.
Not flying, but if you needed to get closer to the camp,
Yeah,
I'll
no,
go with you.
Yeah, Dex, do you want to try and figure out how you can get me as close as possible? And that way I don't need to try and roll those rolls.
You want me to scout
Yes.
ahead for you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
just until I get in the air.
Okay. Well, do you guys want to be nearby so that if I need to run away, you're there to support me?
Well, we'll be nearby-ish, yeah.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, and then I'll scout ahead.
Okay. Yeah.
Narok and Terity, you're part of the scouting team. Did you want to come with me, or?
Yeah, always.
Roger that.
So, should I plonk you anywhere, or is there a particular spot you want to get to?
Got to get Cat.
Are we just trying to get Von Aston close, aren't we? We're not even. Are we going in Von Aston, or are we just getting you to the edge?
Getting me close, that kind of makes sense. So, looking at this map, it kind of looks like there goes down. Bottom
Yes,
right
I
goes.
think that would be the logical place to come from if you were coming up the mountain towards the plateau.
Yeah. If we can we get to about there? Because I can then just fly up and over and get info over.
Yeah. I zoomed out. I'm like, I don't know where it's fucking pointing.
Yeah.
So
So get him there.
let's put Von Aston alone on a square there.
Oh, zoom right in. Hello.
I'll pick a square, Von Aston.
There it is. Okay.
And I'll put Dex in there. Who else is there? Narok.
I'll pick a square, thanks.
Charity.
Alrighty. I'm going to cast Invisible and Fly on myself.
Where'd he go?
Whooshka.
He could have said something. Bloody hell.
Yeah,
See ya.
just went. No thanks. No
Well,
help.
let's just
bugger
hide
off.
down here until he gets back then, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, that's my spot. No, it's my spot.
For warmth. Let's cuddle together for warmth.
Oh, it's cold.
For horse. I'm in the middle.
Always are.
All right, Von Aston.
Yeah, so that's 200 feet, so it's basically double. Like, just looking at those two guard towers, because they're 90 apart. So it's basically every square is 10, sorry.
I
So
know
it means-
that. Well, maybe we'll run with 90. It doesn't actually fit the other GM's map in terms of distance. That would be a minimum of 200 feet. I think it's even 250 between those two. But I don't know how the squares are going to work out with that. So let's assume that is the case with distance at the moment.
And about how far would I need to go up that way?
Oh, well, let's run that zone. Let's say that's about 100 feet.
Alrighty. So that'll be 25, so it's about 140 feet, which means that's I can do that as a double move. So then I'm there in 6 seconds. From floating about 30 foot above the ground there, can I get any info about the building just to the north?
Sure.
I'm going to shamelessly cheat and drag it into my notes bit. We'll call it building 1. Half west. Okay. Then Gonna go. Whoops. Over. So it'll be 60, so I can go to 180. And I'll actually reduce it a little bit and go about 40 something feet above in the air. Okay.
So I'll assume this is late-ish in the day, but clearly, given the speed at which you're moving, you're going to be able to whiz over and get a view, more close view than where you were, about what some of these things are.
Yep.
But in that encampment, there are many, many, many giants.
Yep. Then let's go up and up to there. That's 3, so that'll be about 1 minute. Okay, and then got to move the map. And I'll shorten it a bit. Actually, I'll go full double instead of that, so it'll be 240, but I'll wind it back to about there.
You will find that will be familiar to you in a sense. And in fact, given where you are, I will show this one to you as well.
Yep. And then, what would you call that? Watchtower Middle West.
I mean, I can't believe you guys didn't bring Dahlgren up. He's a known stealth machine.
Broke. So I get to about there and keep ascending.
That's all okay. I think that's what you're seeing is that building sort of diagonally.
Yep.
Northeast of you.
Me. Yep. Big tower central. Then I do want to get across to that. So that'll be about. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to. I'm going to start heading back this way. Go more like that.
So the watchtower description's effectively the same, but the large fenced rail thing you've just looked at is that. And you, as you're flying along, you notice this is still daylight, there are what are clearly patrols. They would look like 2 frost giants that walk around on patrol. There's a variety of them all throughout this village, and then there's individual giants and other things going about their business.
What's that one?
That one is this.
Okay. And going to head down there-ish. And the one just to the north of me?
Just that one, yep.
Okay. And I'm just going to go all the way with time to spare.
Okay.
Boom! As I become visible again.
You may scare your companions. They might attack you.
Alrighty. Got a little bit of intel.
Mm.
Should we move back so I can start pointing out what the various buildings that I saw are?
Sure.
Yeah.
First thing to note, 2 frost giants seem to be the regular patrols. From what I saw, I managed to go up and have a look at that building. It basically, it looks like it's. I'm looking at the wrong one. The stockade. Okay, so that's actually the stockade. So that's very interesting because if it also has some animal pens in there, so probably for food would be my guess. Both of those. Hang on, I'll do it this way. Both of that and both the tent cities are essentially where all the giants are living, and there's lots and lots and lots and lots of them, and they're basically just hanging around big fire pits, and it absolutely stinks. And then you've got, in between them, you actually have a section here. They're basically some caves that go somewhere. I don't know where. Didn't have time to explore that. That could be interesting. The watchtower up here. Oh, sorry, hang on. That's the watchtower. So it's basically it's held up by 6 poles. So, and it's just a stair that runs straight up. So if we got into a lot of trouble, we could probably defend one of those quite easily. Then the one up here is basically the mill by the look of it, and it has a big millstone, and yeah, that's where they get their grain from what seems like. The palisade area is probably got to do with food. It's got lots of it seems to have a lot of vegetable food in there, so it could be feeding animals in there or other things.
Yeah.
Or it could actually just be their slop. This one, it's basically a silo. So basically, we got multiple food points there, that looks like. And this one is just a random random building. Oh no, it's where all the food gets cooked. It's the galley.
Okay.
So yeah, that's about as far as I could get in that time frame. Yep. So, is a plan for me or not?
Not from Narok's thoughts.
Hmm. This might seem really quick, but it might have a whole week's worth of thought behind it.
Well, that's true. Given it's 10:30, we can certainly stop unless you just want to have a few chats about anything else or things I might need to look up.
I'm going to share my notes. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep. Oh, my God.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Then yeah, you can all drag that in. But yeah, I reckon we can potentially take their food supply away from them.
Yep, I agree. I think that's a good starting point.
And I suspect that the one in the middle there is their water hole / bathhouse. But I didn't get close enough to look. Actually, these places stink, so it's probably not bathhouse.
Yep, I'd say we deal with their food, their livestock, and see if we can poison their water supply or something like that. Hell yeah.
Oh, we have a Narok was here.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, of course.
1, 2, Narok's looking for you. 3, 4.
Aridy's going to like a...
We should also try and figure out how we can take down 2 frost giants very rapidly. If that's the patrol.
We'll hold them in
Yeah.
place, and then we'll all just stab them lots.
I could seduce them, and while they're...
What, get double teamed?
Yeah. I mean, I'll do it for the team. I'll sacrifice myself. My booty hole.
Anytime after, it'll be a banana up a hallway.
That's what magic's for.
Aridy's going to be held together with, like, twine and prayers.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right. Cure serious wounds.
Just think of a banana that's been opened. Like, banana's gone, but he's still got the tear marks.
All right, guys, I've got to thank you. It's yes, time to end. We'll obviously on next week.
Good work, guys.
Yeah, nice.
Thank you all.
Thanks, scouting
Thank
out.
you. Appreciate it.
We'll
Cheers.
talk to you later on.
Okay.
Thanks.